How you doing, Sir Charles? PGNGM here, representing TOD Films. I have a question. A lot of people admire you, myself included, especially the kids, man. Would you ever reconsider being involved in 2K for the kids?
Fuck them kids.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Fuck the kids? Yeah.
Stay tuned. Yo, what's good, YouTube family, man? Lion Gang stand up. It's your boy PGNGM. You know what it is. Welcome to TOD Films. Today is a special occasion because we started a new segment called Now I'm Talking About. You know what I'm saying? It's really know what I'm talking about. But I had a homegirl back in the day, man. She used to always laugh at me because I say know what I'm talking about with a little twang, and she'll make fun of me because she said I'm saying now I'm talking about. So we gonna call it NTB. Now I'm talking about. So let's get it popping, man. Today, man, my friend, my brother, really, TOD J-Deck on his paper, man. He hit me up. He said, man, he stumbled across some article about Charles Barkley letting us know and giving us information on, giving us some insight onto why he's not included in the NBA 2K franchise. And I think it's pretty dope because some people have, like, I know me, for example, I assumed that it was for contractual obligations that he had, maybe the NCAA. I know he was featured in that game, so maybe they wouldn't allow him, or maybe there was a conflict of interest when it came to him, when it came to him being involved in other games. But he really divulged into the situation and really gave us some information and some insight to why he's not included in the game, and maybe some other retired players like Manu Ginobili, Tayshaun Prince, Rasheed Wallace, Mike Miller, quite a few other Monte Ellis, other former players, and gentlemen, and Joe Johnson, aren't included in the NBA 2K franchise, and it's really crazy. So let's see. Hey, before we get into that, shout out to Jonah, man. I found the article, but upon doing further research, I see that it was actually a young man named Jonah, man. So y'all check out his channel as well, man. Hit him with a subscribe, and go check him out. I put his link in the description as well. So please go check out the young man. He has a very nice question to Mr. Sir Charles. So let's go check it out right now. The article I read it on was essentially sports too. Here's a clip right here. Let's check it out, man. Let's watch it together.
That's a great question. I'm asked that question a lot.
So right now he's asked the question already. Let's back it up a little bit. Let's back it up a little bit. So here it is right here.
Kind of like, it's like a fun question, but why aren't you in 2K?
That's a great question. I'm asked that question a lot. So they pay those guys to do it. And they make $300 million a year.
So already we know money is definitely an issue. It's definitely involved. And we've had these talks about 2K being a little, on the greedy side. Of course you do things to make money. That's what we all do, things to make money, but there's a way that you go about it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let Chuck keep talking.
And they pay the guys chump change, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I said, this is what I'll do, because just giving me some money doesn't help anybody.
Right.
I said, give the old retired players $1 million. And I'll be in a video game.
$1 million?
Like, well, we're going to pay you the same thing we pay others. I said, I'm not like the others. I see these other guys, I don't even know why they taking that money.
Oh, you heard my boy. He said, I ain't like the others. Tell me. You feel me?
Yeah.
Bitch on me. Bitch on me.
But, see, $1 million. Now, be very careful. He's not saying $1 million to each retired player now. He's saying $1 million to the Retired Players Association, I'm assuming, which takes care of these older guys. But let's continue listening.
y'all make $300 million a year. Y'all not helping the old retired players. I'm talking about guys older than me too, just for the record.
Right.
So
like I just said.
Every year, they call me every year and say, hey, have you changed your mind? I said, why in the world do you think I'm going to change my mind? I said, I told you, give $1 million a year. Y'all can have a tax write-off. It don't even have to come from me. I said, but give the retired players $1 million a year. Like I say, I'm not talking about old retired players like.
Right. So he just said retired players as a whole, as an entire entity, not individually. So yes, he made that very clear. He's talking about give them $1 million, and he said you can even write you can do a tax write-off as a company. You know what I'm saying, for your annual filings. So he's really throwing them a bone. He's like, hey, you give them $1 million, you make $300 million a year. You can give $1 million to Retired Players Association to take care of these older guys that weren't paid much, you know, and their body's probably broken down. And that's the thing. A lot of people always look at these sports, like these athletes and these icons, like, oh man, these athletes, they make so much, they do all this. No, yes, they make a lot, yes, but there's somebody back there writing a check who's not even playing the game. You know, ain't no telling how they inherited their money. Ain't no telling what they did to get their money. You know what I'm saying? So when you have a company like NBA 2K who's making a lot of money, they don't have any competition. They really monopolized the basketball gaming industry, especially on these next generation consoles. For somebody like Charles Barkley, who's won multiple awards for being a colorful commentator, and he's a Hall of Famer, and not to mention these other players that I mentioned before, like, come on, man, break a little bread and make sure that these older players that are probably in their 70s, 80s, 90s, who probably have some illnesses, could take care of themselves, you know, because they weren't making that much, and they really sacrificed their bodies for probably little to nothing, you know, especially not compared to what they're making now. But let's keep listening.
See, there's this misconception that everybody's been making a gazillion dollars.
What I just say?
There's players older than me who didn't make any money. Those two guys, and they're older, they probably need the money. So that's why I'm not in the video game.
There we go, we got it.
I just said this.
Go ahead, Charles, we lost your audio for a moment.
Okay.
So that's why I'm not in the video game, because they won't give money to the retired players. And I told them, I'm never going to change my mind.
Good for you.
I mean, I'd be happy to do the game if they help the retired.
If you don't stand for nothing,
but they
if you
won't
stand for
do it,
anything,
so okay, no skin off my back.
You don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. So yeah, man. So that's the video right there. What he just spoke about, man. The little interview, man. Shout out Jonah's channel again. Like I said, man, his link will be in the description. Y'all go sub to that, man. I did. Yeah, I'm really like, man. That's really sad, and just kind of disgusts me, man. To be honest with you, like, they're already known for the microtransactions that they try to force and they implement throughout the game. You know, subtly, some blatantly, and especially with my team, man, they make a lot of money with that. And I never try to judge anybody's pockets, but for you to not include some Hall of Famers and somebody that's as a prominent figure in the NBA industry as Charles Barkley, simply because he asked for you to give $1 million to the Retired Players Association to take care of some of those players whose likeness that you use, and you don't break them off a little bread as even just a kind gesture, man. That to me, that's very disheartening. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I can't just, it's not an umbrella, right? So I don't want to just say that those other guys mentioned that are not in the game, like Rasheed Wallace, Manu Ginobili, Joe Johnson, Tayshaun Prince, Josh Smith. Those guys that aren't in the game. Chris Birdman, Birdman. I'm not saying that they share the same sentiments as Sir Charles, but I like to think a handful of them share the same sentiments as Sir Charles, and they probably don't want to be included in the game or don't want to allow them permission to use their likeness for similar reasons. And I think that's very dope, man. Like I said, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. So I think it's dope that they put their foot down. I really like, it kind of reminds me of a video that I posted earlier, man. The link will be provided above. When I was talking about like the Kobe Bryant situation, rest in peace Kobe Bryant, and all the victims of that fateful, horrific helicopter crash that claimed the lives of so many people. Like with the 2K, with NBA 2K, they put Kobe Bryant on a Legend Edition. Now, see me, thank God I'm able to buy the Legend Edition, which is $100 or whatever. But don't you think that's something that everybody would want to remember Kobe with? You know, to have a piece of that because he impacted so many people's lives. Why not put Kobe on every edition instead of just putting him on the most expensive one? Now I know it's still a business. You want to make money, but there's a simple way. They're smart. I'm smart. I'm not any smarter than anybody else, man. If they really wanted to, they could have sat down and like, hey, let's do this. Let's put Kobe. Let's put this picture, baby Kobe number 8 on the standard edition. Let's put Kobe number 24 on the deluxe edition, and then for the Legend Edition, let's put a picture of Kobe and his late great daughter Gigi on the Legend Editions. That way, everybody who purchases a game, whether you have $60 or whether you have $100 or somewhere in between, you can still have something to commemorate the legend Kobe with and feel like you're a part of it too, as opposed to just giving it to the $100 people. But so anyway, man, I think that's crazy. That really opened my eyes because I didn't know. I thought it was some contractual obligations that Charles Barkley had with some other games that he was in or some other things he was doing that didn't allow him to be in the game. But it really is really nice to see that he's always known to be outspoken anyway. But it's dope to see that he's very outspoken about this topic, and he's letting us know that no, it's not because of anything else besides greed, and they don't want to look out for people that might need that might be in need, man. But let me know what you think in the comments, man. Let me know if y'all enjoyed this segment. We're gonna continue doing a few more of these segments, especially if y'all like it, man. We're just gonna try all type of topics. Let me know if there's a topic that you might enjoy, and yeah, man. Let me know what you think, man. You think Sir Charles is right, or you think 2K is right? What's your opinion? But I appreciate y'all rocking with me as always, man. Y'all be easy, NTB. Now I'm talking about peace. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, hit me up on Instagram, Twitter, and check me out on Twitch for daily streams. Big ups to everybody showing love, man. Thank you. God bless.